Obviously, some ICE agents raided a business in our city without a warrant. They went in the back of the establishment. We believe that there were 3 people who they say were undocumented that they detained, but they also detained folks that were in fact citizens of this country. One person showed their military veteran identification and was still questioned anyway. People were fingerprinted. Pictures of their IDs and face were taken there. When I got this information, I was appalled, upset, angry that this would happen here in this state, in this country, that this would be allowed. Since we said something about it, I convened my folks. I said, we can't just let this happen and not say anything, that we at least have to say something. And so we did, and here we are. And as a result of that, I've got a series of phone calls and emails that were not too nice. One of them says, oh, you're not going to stand idly by. These are dangerous rapists and murderers that the liberals in this country have protected far too long. You want to defy the federal government? F around and find out what will happen. You little whatever. The problem with this is that none of these people were rapists or murderers or criminals. The problem with it is that ICE went in there without a warrant. And we can disagree on politics. You can disagree with me about the role immigrants play in the economy of our community. You can disagree with me about the fact that most immigrants are not criminals. In fact, they are victims of violence in cities. We can disagree about whether you support mass deportation or not. But what we must agree on is that the thing that separates this country from many other countries around the world is the Constitution of the United States. Now, we can't quibble about the 4th Amendment. We can't quibble about the 14th Amendment. That everybody has the right to due process, that we should be secure in our person, in our papers, in our property from undue search and seizure. Some smart men came up with this a long time ago, and now it's the constitutional laws that we live by, and nobody has the right to go around those laws, to disregard them. It's a slippery slope when we think it's okay to suspend the Constitution of the United States in order to make a political point or statement. That ICE response in their letter that they put out, they say, well, in a very cavalier way, these things happen. There will be some citizens who are going to ask for their ID and their paperwork. There are going to be some citizens who we stop and question. So then my response to that is, how do you determine who's undocumented and who's a criminal just by looking at them?
Yes.
And if we allow people to identify us or put us in categories of criminal or any other thing just by the way we look, then we're going back to a time that was very dangerous in this country, specifically for people that looked like me.
Yeah. Right.
I got a letter that said we should arrest the store owner. An email, we should arrest the store owner. I mean, this kind of talk in America is not democracy. This is not the Constitution. This is not a nation of laws. And these are people who say they want to uphold the law, uphold the Constitution, that they love this country. Well, what do you love about this country? The right for us to be secure in our papers. The right for us to have the freedom to practice any religion we want. The right for us to speak, right? The right for us to assemble. The right for us to protest. The right for us to speak any language that we want. This is what we love about this country, that we're not persecuted because of our background. We're not persecuted because of who we are. We're not persecuted because of what we believe or what we think. What we love about America is the Constitution, right? The Bill of Rights, the things that allow us to do what we're doing today. Say that we want to protect folks in our community, our neighbors. Our neighbors. and our family members. And we have a right to protect them, and we will protect them. And I don't care if you write 1,000 terrible emails or call me all day, every day. The fact of the matter is, we believe in democracy in Newark, New Jersey, and we're going to stand on democracy here, and we're going to fight for all of our residents in this city.
Are you afraid of being prosecuted?
Well, I'm not afraid of what these people threaten us. They threaten democracy. They threaten us individually and say they're going to arrest us if we stand up and uphold people's rights. I'm not afraid of that. And if he thinks that we're going to just go to jail quietly, he's got another thing coming. And he might have he's got to send the right people to Newark.
Sir, my first question, will you commit public resources to protect against future ICE targeted enforcement?
We already work with our partners here, and we will more likely try to help them do the work that they do. If we need to provide them resource and opportunity to do that, we'll do that. I think they're better at it than us. The proof in our relationship with Amy Torres and the organization got us moving on what we're doing today because of those relationships. I think sometimes government oversteps and tries to do everything. I think our job is to help resource the organizations that are out here working and partner with them and see if we can help them, whether financially or any other kind of way. But we want to do that, definitely.
Mr. Mayor.